Did you ever break up with somebody and then regretted it right away? And the worst part is the regret wasn't going away. Days and weeks and months, and you were still regretting it. So this video is about what to do when you regret breaking up with an ex and how to get over that guilt and regret fast. First of all, what you need to know that it's quite normal to feel regret after breaking up with somebody, especially if you haven't found somebody new to be with. Then the feelings of regret are much stronger. You constantly doubt yourself. Oh, I did something wrong. I shouldn't have let him go, or shouldn't have let her go. Ask yourself, truly, why are you regretting breaking up with your ex? Most people have this regret because they're not happy with where they are in life now. You thought you would be happier, or be able to date more, or be more successful, or be more stress-free without your ex in your life, but that's just not how it went. So your expectations were not met. That's the biggest reason most people have a regret about breaking up. Another reason that regret comes up is because people are constantly comparing their current partner with their ex-partner. First of all, this is not really fair to your current partner, but anyway, I have a short story to share when I did this, and it caused me so much regret. And it was really hard for me to get over my ex, even though I was the one who broke up. When I was in my early 20s, I was dating somebody. It was a semi-long-term relationship, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted my future to be. So I broke up with that guy. The thing is, he was quite successful in his career and his finances. He was just a very put together guy. And then, of course, what I had imagined my life would be like after breaking up is that I'd be free, I could date whoever I wanted, and I would have more fun in life, I wouldn't be so restricted or whatever. But then, of course, I started dating, and I met somebody, and I started dating somebody, and the new guy was not so put together. He just, he was ambitious, but he hadn't quite achieved a place in his career where my ex had. And financially, he was not in as good of a place. So suddenly, I started having all of these regrets. Oh my God, I broke up with the secure guy. Oh no, I screwed over my future. Oh, I'm gonna be struggling and poor the rest of my life if I'm gonna be with this new guy. So yeah, and then all these new feelings and fears came up, and it caused so much regret. Eventually, how I got over it was, first of all, I realized that the new guy was also not the right person for me. And eventually, how I really truly got over it, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, I met somebody else. It took another year or two, but I met somebody else who was in a similar financial secure position, a little bit further on in his career, but it wasn't that thing that made me get rid of my regret. It was the fact that I finally realized that no matter how successful the first guy was, I just would not be happy, or I would not be fulfilled being with him because of how mismatched we were, or there was just something off. It wasn't a pure, wholehearted love that I had for him. So that's what finally made me get over this regret. Like, no matter how much I tried, or how secure my future would be, or how successful, wealthy, cute of a couple we were gonna be, I just wouldn't be so happy. And the new guy helped me see that. Like, he didn't have as much, but he gave me fulfillment in other ways. And then finally, after maybe 2 years of the initial breakup, my regret melted away. By the way, this channel is all about fixing up your relationships, dissolving your baggage from the past, so you can move forward in life and have better relationships and have a better life in general. And so yeah, if that is interesting to you, if that's important to you, please subscribe to this channel. Thanks. The next thing I want to talk about is how this is sabotaging you. So how your guilt and regret from the past is sabotaging you. First of all, the more guilt you carry around and regret you carry around is going to have a direct effect on all of your future relationships. Like, of course, mainly your romantic relationships, but also other relationships in work, your career, your personal relationship with your career and your success. Basically, the guilt and regret you have is going to stay in your mind subconsciously and sabotage all your future relationships. So it's super important to dissolve this regret and to get rid of this guilt. So what can you do to get rid of your guilt and regret about breaking up with an ex? The very first and most important, the biggest thing that's going to work quickly, but you have to do it consistently, it is gratitude. You have to be happy with where you are in life now. So look around at your life now and take inventory. Maybe your life is not as perfect as in your imagination it would have been if you had stayed with your ex. But look around, try to find little things that you're grateful for. Maybe now you have more time with your family. Maybe now you have more space in your life to make new friends. Maybe you have time for a new hobby now because of, being single or not having that person in your life. And maybe you can focus on your career. So you have to look at your life and try to find something else that you're grateful for. And that's going to help get rid of that regret. Secondly, what you can do is stop comparing. So stop comparing your own life before and after the breakup. It's always like this. Your mind will make up a scenario that your life was so much better and you had it, everything was perfect when you were together with your ex, but that's simply not the truth, and you know that. And that's why you broke up in the first place. So stop comparing and look at your life now and see what you have and find little things to be grateful for. Now, I'll be honest, if you're still single and if your ex has moved on and is with somebody new, then the regret is going to hit you so hard. Maybe you already know this from experience. I certainly do. So what to do in that situation? Try to go out and meet new people. Whether it's people you want to date or people you want to be friends with, go out and just interact and have new social connections. This is going to make it a lot easier for you to not think about the new person that your ex is with and constantly go over and over comparing and just thinking, that could have been me, or that new person doesn't deserve him or her. But what's important to remember is don't settle. So just because your ex has found somebody new and there's somebody new who comes around and is interested in you, wants to date you, but they're not quite meeting your level, don't settle. That's going to increase your level of regret even more. So I'll follow up on my story from before, that guy who I had broken up with and then I regretted for years, and then finally I got over it. So what happened is I found out that he got engaged, and this just threw me off. It was so intense. I went on a bender. I called up my friends and I'm like, let's go out. I need to get drunk. I need to forget that this happened. What I did to myself, that could have been me who was getting engaged and I was having a secure future, blah, blah. I was so jealous of this new person. I had never met her. I had never even seen a photo of her. I did not know what she looked like. But I was just so jealous that he was with somebody new and had moved on and had taken such a big step in his life with somebody new. I could not forgive myself. I was filled with regret and guilt. But what I failed to see is how much fun I was having. So I really did have a new life. I had new people in my life. I had new friends. I was living in a new country. I had a new job. I had so much going on for me and I was not seeing it. So after going out on that bender, getting drunk, but having fun with my friends, I realized, okay, yes, he's engaged, he's moving on with his life and so on, but so am I. I'm moving on with my life too, and I'm having fun. I'm fulfilling my dreams that I had for travel, career, fun, and so on. So that finally helped me to let go of this hold that I still was trying to have on him. I mean, I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but it's true. Even though I broke up with him, I still kind of had my claws in him a little bit, emotionally or energetically. I wasn't letting go, and finally this experience and him taking the step of moving on, committing, and me being forced to look at my own life and see I had lots to be grateful for, helped me to move on and let go of that regret. If you're single and your ex has moved on, tell yourself this: it's okay to be single. It was very hard for me personally to be single. I have been dating monogamously in long-term relationships ever since I was 14, 15, like always in a relationship. I'm just one of those people until I realized it's okay to be single. And not just that, it is essential to spend a period of time being single because it teaches you a lot about yourself. And it's a purification process that helps you purify also. So for me, unfortunately, it wasn't until I was 30 that I was forced to be single. Not just single, I went extreme. I made a big full commitment to be celibate. And I was celibate for 2.5 years, and it was such a purifying experience. It was such a beautiful time of my life because I could focus on other relationships in my life. My relationship with my mom and my dad improved. I had new friends, my relationship with my siblings improved, and it purified me. And this is very important because now I was more purified, I was more cleansed, I was ready to make a serious commitment of my own. I was able to commit, get married, and have a child, and that's a big change. You know, it's a big change from the person I was when I had broken up with that guy in my 20s and was like consumed by guilt and regret. Now I want to hear from you. Do you have somebody that you regret breaking up with? Why is it that you regret? Is it because they have moved on really fast and you haven't, or you think that they were really good and kind to you but you didn't see it when you didn't see what you had until it was gone? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.